everyone has a good evening. I'm gonna draw this real quick. Oh man, got the jazz thing going on. Wait for a little bit. It's getting kind of late, but I feel like I need to report this. It's been going on over the news. I just want to say shouts out to Black Male Talk for actually having me on his podcast today. I want you guys to check that out. Link will be in the description box after this live video. And we very much talked about this Christianity made the black community weak, as far as in forgiveness and just practicing the commandments of Christ and relation to the Amber Geiger situation, man. So that's really the. I want you guys to go in here and just check that out, please, man. We did everything with Red Pill, man. I met some great people on the show. She's an attorney. I had a great debate with her. Black Male Talk, of course, and Black Male Talk on Filter. You can check out his channel, man. Just give out the whole support, man. We really going out here giving you guys the news, things that you guys probably already read on, but we just giving our opinion. And I feel like it was very intellectual, man. At the end of the day, really grew my confidence and to talk on the radio. So I'm very happy and excited about that, man. So please check that out. Link in the description box. Give your boys some support, man, and some feedback on this situation, man, because I really spoke up for you guys, those who believe in Christ, and it can be a very a deep perception of just us just going through things and not and really feel like we just letting people just do anything they want to do with us. But at the same time, remember I told you guys, you store up your treasures in heaven. All these things are just gonna pass. But first seek his kingdom, pursue righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. The kingdom will be given to us, man. Even though we're supposed to suffer in John 16:33, that I should mention that in this world we're gonna have troubles. We're gonna have trials, right? But do not lose heart. Take heart because he has overcome the world. When you accept Christ into your life, at the end of the day, man, you're gonna have to be spiritually ready. It's gonna be things that's gonna come to you, like the enemy, the devil. He wants to make a mockery of people that loves God, and that's part of his image. At the end of the day, he doesn't want none of us to prosper. Tells you that. And so you do all these things like fornication, pornography, freaking adultery, lying, stealing, murdering, just an act of ungodliness for to be mundane and for it to be like just popular, and he's in the state of confusion. He's the history of confusion, the art of confusion. But for us to recognize that, and thus for us Christians to glorify our Father in heaven, to understand that. And so when people want to reach salvation with deliverance from evil, we can be that shining light for them. And this isn't going to my discussion with Atatiana Jefferson, I'm sorry, if I butchered her name, I'm so sorry, Atatiana Jefferson, who recently passed on Saturday at 2:25 a.m. So James Smith, who's the neighbor of Atatiana Jefferson, I don't know why I keep saying Jackson. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so tired. But Atatiana Jefferson, so he noticed that her door was open, and the front door was open. He wanted to do a welfare check, a wellness check, see if she was okay. And I don't know what type of neighborhood it is, because I know back in the day or now, if you live in a bad neighborhood, things like that, if you're looking out for your neighbor's keeper, and it's late like that, you kind of want to know what's going on. Is something that's really seem obscene or not normal? You want to go in there and check and see if the neighbor's okay, if the neighbor's breathing. And I feel like, James Smith, he did everything he could. I feel like he could at least, he didn't want to go in and invade her privacy. I understand that in trespassing, but I don't know if he didn't have her phone number. He could have called her, or he could have said, hey, is everything okay? But, he called law enforcement, and you would think law enforcement is very professional, will take upon themselves to identify themselves that, okay, hey, I am the police officer here, you know? Just state your name. Can you show the deed to your house? Are you the owner of this home? I just really felt like this cop that really fatally shot her because he saw an individual out in the open in the window, and it's no identifiable thing that she had a freaking gun on her or some type of armed weapon for the shooter, according to the sources. He just know to say, oh, I just see a person, I see a woman or anybody in this freaking window, I'm just gonna shoot and kill him, even though she was playing video games with her nephew. So he didn't take the right protocols and really just analyzing this situation. When you're responding to a call, if it's dark or even you're in a obscene neighborhood, you want to call for backup. You want to at least identify yourself and show yourself. You can't go inside a home like that because you didn't have a search warrant. Now, if it was shots fired, that's a completely different story. But from my knowledge, as an officer, I believe that you should at least announce yourself, have the woman come downstairs, whatever, and just talk and conversate, build that rapport up instead of just going out here and using deadly force that's really unnecessary. And this creates a huge uproar in the 4-4 Texas and Texas in general, man, because I mean, as far as the relationship with black people and law enforcement is really going downhill. We just got a situation with the Amber Geiger situation, man. I mean, seriously, black people are really getting tired of this. And reporting on these, and people should maybe want to blame the neighbor, but at the same time you can't really blame the neighbor because crime does happen all the time, and he wanted to look out the best interest for his neighbor. But he did say he felt guilty. At first I thought he wasn't going to show any type of emotion, but he did say he felt guilty of how this whole thing just played out, that her neighbor is dead. His neighbor's dead, and if he didn't call the police she would probably still been alive. And it's sad, man. This young lady went to, I believe, university. She went to Xavier University or whatever, and she studied pre-med, worked at a pharmaceutical company, man. I mean, she actually, it was videos of showing her was very brilliant, and it was videos of her just holding like a skeleton, and just talking about the various of the bones, and a very educated woman. But like you said, sadly she's gone, from the community due to poor law enforcement. I don't know how long this is going to happen, but I mean, within 3 seconds, he just pulled out his weapon and shot her. And this is somebody's auntie. This is somebody's, I don't know if she had children, but this is somebody's auntie, man. This is somebody's sister, cousin, friend that's gone. 28 years old. And it just made you wonder, like, dang, as Christians, should we forgive? Like, yes, we had a huge discussion about this. If they're sincere and they repent, turn from their ways, I mean, understand this, that in this life, it's things that we can't control. God knows and sees everything. If this person does repent from his sins and knows that what he did was wrong, then yeah, he will be deemed to hell. His name will not be written in the book of life. But it does sucks that the innocent has perished. And as Christians, for us to do, we have to continuously to save those that wants to be saved, because we are in end times, and these are the times are very critical, man. It's people right now that's just waking up into the faith and is waking up to righteousness, and Satan knows that he's running rapidly. But only bright side that you can really think of is that she lived her life right. She did what she supposed to do according to God. Her soul will rest in heaven. And that's my biggest prayer for her, man, because just another young woman that's down, that's just dead. It's sad. It's sad in so many ways, but my condolences to the family. I'm still analyzing the situation, but I just feel like the law enforcement should have been a little bit more professional in handling this situation. If you're responding to a call that's an open door, you gotta do those essential things. You gotta do these type of field interviews, and that was not conducted at all. I'm sorry, it was not conducted, and these are the results that keeps happening. I'm telling you, this is gonna keep on happening, man. And we gotta talk to city council, we gotta talk to city hall. I mean, this is really ridiculous. Bernie Sanders even he posted something on Instagram that about Atatiana Jefferson, that hey, it's just he just noticed like black people just keep getting killed by law enforcement. Something needs to be done about this. I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong. You got some people that's not compliant, but hey, she was in the comfort of her own home. She was looking out the window to see what was going on. When you see flashing lights, you're kind of brain. You're gonna be like, okay, what's going on out my window? It's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Her now, she probably didn't know that somebody called the police and do a wellness check on her. She having a good time playing video games. This is her, her home. She probably, it was probably a cool night. She want to let the door open and have some air come through, circulation. It could be that. And some people say, oh, James Smith, is he an agent working for him? We don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and say that. I don't have enough evidence. But the neighbor, some people say he could have minded his own business. But yeah, too. But at the same time, you don't, if your door is open like that, 2 or 3 in the morning, it does kind of raise a question like, okay, unless you having a party or it's just you and you don't know if she passed out. You don't know. It's just, you want to eliminate the fact that if people or potential burglars coming in. That's the thing. And rodents. And I feel like that was in his heart to look out for. I don't think he really set her up to like, hey, call the police department to go in here and just kill this woman. No, the police department failed to do the proper precautions in handling this type of situation. But not gonna draw this too long, man. I just want to really throw my 2 cents on here. Rest in peace, Atatiana Jefferson. Another young woman just died. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna come out. I don't know, but they said the police officer, he's on administrative leave at this moment, suspended. We don't know if he's gonna be acquitted or he's going to be, in trial. So we have to really see, man, if he's gonna be charged for like what, second-degree murder or something, or some petty manslaughter. I don't know, but the civil rights lawyer, I believe it was Mr. Lee Messett. He was just saying that at the same time, this still shouldn't justify the fact what this police officer has done, because when they actually entered to her home, when it was calling police aid or some type of emergency aid, they they found a firearm. But what's that have to do anything for you and first impression for pulling out your weapon and shooting her in the head or just killing her? That doesn't make any sense. Even if you did find a rocket launcher in her room or a tiger in her freaking, or weed or any type of substance, man, in her house, like, you killed her. You didn't kill her for those type of reasons. You just did that because, oh, I just see somebody up in the window. Let me go ahead and be trigger happy and kill this person. It's just poor judgment, and we have to call them out for that. This stuff has to stop, man. But I don't know, man. We got a long way to go, man, as far as like just getting like justice in the Justice Department as a people. But I just really wonder, man, like how long is this gonna keep going on, or what's the really hidden agenda of this, man? If they trying to create some type of hatred between blacks and law enforcement, or just blacks and whites in general, I don't know. But this your boy Young Link Jr. You guys tell me what you guys think, man. Atatiana Jefferson, man. If you guys have any type of more information, I'm gonna have a link in the description box too of articles. But please check out, the video, the podcast that I did today. I really appreciate that, man. We really went in depth. It was about 4 or 5 people. I had a good time with Zardell, like I said, Ripel, man, and just many other people, man. Just with attorneys, just really discussing and sharing ideas. But we're really trying to come up with solutions for the black community. And I really think that, like I said, Black Political Alliance, and we probably need some type of special attorneys that can help write different laws for us, man, that can really put us in a good positional way to be taken serious in the Justice Department. That's just me. So rest in peace to this young woman. My condolences. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.